You've probably met hundreds of prospects, but I've bet you never noticed this. Every time you lose a deal, you blame the budget, timing, or they just ghosted you. What if it had nothing to do with their objections and everything to do with the lack of psychological control that you have over the sale? My name's Usman, and I've built sales teams that have now printed millions. And I didn't do it by being persuasive, I did it by making buyers convince themselves. Today, I'm going to expose 5 psychological brainwash tactics I use to make people want to buy without pressure, hype, or some of those sleazy closing tricks that you see on Instagram. Your gurus are going to hate this. Point 1 is to manufacture the gap creation. Most reps educate prospects. They don't create dependency. They give value, but they don't withhold enough to make buyers crave that missing piece. Early in my career, I'd run full strategy calls and give them the fix, the roadmap, and just all the answers. It was pretty much a consult coaching call. I would just blurt everything out and they'd leave the call feeling really grateful, and they'll go just pay somebody else because I just solved the problem in theory, but I didn't position myself as the one way out to fix that problem. If you give them the entire map, they won't hire you to drive. Just like Apple, who now removes their charger or their cables to get another $100 or $200 out of you, they leave this intentional gap. So then they create this need where you need the product, the gap is there, and then you go and spend more money to buy the next thing. The tension is what drives buyers' behavior. And that comes to point 2, which is about dopamine framing. Most reps jump straight to features and logic, completely missing the emotional imprint that makes a deal feel inevitable. When I first started managing sales teams, I noticed the best closers weren't just pitching, they were staging moments, pausing before revealing the offer, future pacing life after buying, making the solution felt, not just understood. Think about it. If I'm on a sales call with you, and I would use this tactic over and over again in my career, before I would pitch someone the price, I would say, so once you fix the problem with your sales team, what are you going to do with your business? What's the goal? And they would start talking about, I'm making 10 million, I want to make 15 million in my business, I want to make 20 million. And I would just ask them like a friend, how's your life going to change? And all the time they would say, oh, it's going to change my relationship, it's going to change my family, I'm so stressed at the moment, I need to hire an operator and that person's going to cost me 100 grand a year and I need to figure out all this stuff. What I've done is I've future paced where they're going to go after this sale. So they believe that I'm thinking about the next step, not just the sale itself. They now have had a conversation with me like, if I just fix this one thing, where do I go from here? Logic closes deals, but emotion makes buyers chase you. But emotion alone isn't enough. You still need a system that keeps them inside your world, even when you're not on a call. And it comes to point 3, which is the ecosystem lock-in. Most reps sell a one-off product. Great closers build an ecosystem that makes leaving them feel like they're going to start over. When I built my consulting offer, I didn't just sell sales training, I made sure we owned their tracking, their reporting, their managing dashboards. I honestly got the idea from Apple, because when you buy some Apple headphones, you can't buy any other headphones now. You've got the iPhone and they pair up so easy. And then you get the MacBook and the MacBook pairs up so easy. And then you've got the iPad and then it all links and shares data. It's like they've just locked you into this ecosystem. I've got some Bose headphones, I've got some Sony headphones, but I can't even use them because the Apple ones pair up so much easier with my phone, laptop and iPad. How can I buy any other headphones? So even though I'm not the best fan of the Apple headphones because of some of the features and the sound, and I like the way Bose sounds, but the Apple ones pair so much easier. They're even better on calls, so it's hard to break away. And this is how I thought about the ecosystem that we built for our clients in our advisory offer. Because by month 2, clients weren't just paying for support, they were depending on our infrastructure. If they can leave you and nothing breaks, you never truly own the sale. Sell the result, but control the tools. When your system becomes their routine, the deal renews itself. And once they're inside your world, it's time to move them up the ladder without any resistance. Because in point 4, I'll teach you all about the Ascension ladder psychology. Most reps offer one price and they force buyers to decide if they want to buy or they don't. Pro closers stack anchored pricing in tiers, so their question shifts to which one do they want to get. We used to sell just one package. Buyers would just hesitate. And then when we added 3 tiers, a base, manager and leadership partner, we never expected anyone to take the highest one until 20% of people started doing it just to not miss out. The best upsell isn't forced. it's self-justified. Anchor high, build desire in the mid-tier, and let the buyer feel like it's a smart decision for them choosing it. The ladder does the closing for you. And the final point is about identity-based selling. Most reps sell a transformation without giving people an identity to step into. When I stopped selling sales training and started selling leadership status, everything changed. We named our clients sales commanders, built communities, highlighted them publicly. They didn't join for tactics, they joined to become someone new, a sales leader. People don't buy products, they buy permission to upgrade who they are. Give your buyers a label to grow into. Make your offer the rite of passage. When identity is involved, price resistance disappears. And when you combine all of these 5, you're no longer selling, you're engineering behavior. These are the exact brainwashing tactics that billion-dollar brands use. The difference is, as a sales leader, you can use them ethically to help people make a decision they already know they need to make. If you want me to break these down with you on a live call, I'm now hosting a live call in our free community, which is in the link below. Join the link below and I'll see you on the free live training on how to use these psychological tactics to become a sales leader. I'll catch you on the next video.